The first step is really acceptance na hindi mo kinakahiya ang anak mo. And I don't know what God gave me that energy, knowing when to say yes, when to let go, what your priorities
Choosing
are.
your battles.
As in, you have to choose, but there are times that you really have no choice.
Was there ever a time that you were talking to him and he just started crying? Like you felt as though like he was really there with you and
You're
like
asking me this
I'm so-
question.
Hello everyone, welcome to Zion. My name is Z. So today as we celebrate love, wellness, and altruism, where selflessness and generosity is viewed as a superpower, in the midst of all of us today is a super woman herself. She is not only a mother, but a warrior and an altogether exceptional human being. Let us all welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jana Berenguer.
Hi, Zara.
Miss Jana, how are
Hello.
you?
I'm good.
That's good to hear.
Good. Really good today.
Pagod? Nakapagpahinga? Hindi. Nakakapagpahinga pa ba?
Trying.
Trying.
Yes, trying.
Alright, bago ko tanungin tong first question natin, no, you would think, and siguro a lot of us would also think na it's a very universal question. Actually, natanong ko na. Pero gusto kong i-embody mo yung tanong as not just a mother, kasi medyo na-encapsulate natin yung I'm a mom at the end of the
Yes.
day, no? Being Jana, kamusta ka?
I'm actually in a good state right now.
That's
Really
good
good
to hear.
state. My businesses are good.
It's good to hear.
I mean, there's those bad problems and good problems that,
Mawawala.
we were facing every day. Alonzo-wise, good. Really good. Really good.
That's good.
Career path is going to the path that I really want to. So, everything all good. Yeah.
That's good to hear. That's very good to hear. Now, you are everywhere right now. And that's a good
Yeah.
thing. That's a good thing. Kasi ikaw din na rin nagsabi, career-wise, talagang booming. And syempre, ang kapalit niyan, pagod talaga.
Yes.
So, it's inevitable, Right now, as we've researched, syempre, you are a mother, you are an entrepreneur. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sa business natin. You are a content creator and a live streamer. That's all at the same time happening every single day. How do you balance all that? How do you manage that? The sanity.
Actually, chaos nga eh.
Diba?
But it's a matter of really knowing when to say yes, when to let go, what your priorities
Choosing
are.
your battles.
As in, you have to choose, but there are times that you really have no choice.
Right.
Just to face everything at once.
Right.
And I've learned before, like 2 years back, when I was starting everything,
Right.
it was just like, wait, I don't know what to do. You get your mental breakdown na ayoko na, it's done. It's just too much for me. But now I've learned to actually, okay, step back. It's
Right.
too much. Okay, one by one.
Take a breather.
And if this problem needs to wait, or this person needs to wait, or it's painful to say no to this problem or to this priority, then sorry na lang, but no. And then we'll
Right.
just focus on what's really the priority. Then
That's
that's what
good.
I learned. Because if I take it all in and the anxiety is there,
Sabog,
and
no?
sabog talaga.
Sabog talaga. Well, I'm really glad to hear na nakita mo yung progress along the way, because you've mentioned earlier na there was a point in your life wherein parang hindi mo alam, you didn't really know any better, so kumbaga tanggap lang ng tanggap.
Yes.
And then I'm pretty sure that Alonzo is there, like kagaya ng sinabi mo, like even if he can't talk, he keeps you grounded, no? He
Yes, of
keeps you in
course.
one piece, kumbaga. How is he now? Kamusta?
Well, the past 2 weeks was rough because he was confined again. But
Right.
I don't know a better term to say it, but I'm used to it.
Right.
It's part of having a child with special needs that, or rather Alonzo's case, that you really can't avoid going to the hospital
Right.
or
It's
like
part
rushing.
of it na
It's
eh.
part of it
Right.
na eh. So it's not like before, it was a big thing. ER, oh my God. It was just like, sobrang na-hysterical ako.
Ngayon,
But
it's another
like now it's
Tuesday.
like back ER, okay, this is
Yeah.
what to do.
Yeah.
Grab this, grab that. And then I know those secret yung pagtipid sa
Talaga?
hospital, yung
Oo.
okay, so I won't be charged here, okay, I do this.
Dito
Yung,
na, oo.
yung mga techniques na, but all in all, he's better
That's
now,
good.
but there's this small challenges that we're facing now, but I still have no final results about it yet because he needs to take several tests pa. So I don't really want to dwell on it yet because I really don't know what's happening
Right.
with his seizures and all, but so far he's good.
He's in a good state
Yeah,
now
yeah,
overall.
yeah.
That's
Yes.
good. Sinabi mo kanina, Jana, no, na now you're like boom, 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 you know exactly what to do. What about those times nung umpisa? Like, let's go back, the
Okay.
very beginning.
Okay.
I would like to ask you, how did you accept the fact na, wait, this is the reality, and my child is special,
Okay.
and he has special needs, and I need to be there for him all throughout his life, and how are you going to go about it? Paano natin na-process yung ganun?
Well, first is, I always tell this usually with my talks, conventions, and even my small gatherings with moms who has kids with special needs, not only cerebral palsy, but within the spectrum. The first step is really acceptance, na
Right.
hindi mo kinakahiya ang anak mo. And I don't know what God gave me that energy or that willingness as soon as the doctor told me he has cerebral palsy. Okay, game, let's do this.
Walang second thoughts
walang
eh.
second
Wala,
thoughts.
wala.
So I
Oo,
didn't blame.
tara na, ganun.
But there's that blame to myself na bakit naging ganon. But it was not something that I really dwelled on.
Totoo. As a mom, mararamdam, kasi sa'yo galing eh.
Yes,
So
yes.
mafe-feel mo na, teka lang, anong nagawa ko?
Yes.
Baka may something. Totoo.
So what I did, I asked, can we do several tests for us to actually know why?
And
And we did several tests naman.
Right.
Very, very long story.
Talaga,
It'll take
oo.
until tomorrow. But,
Oo.
but I have a YouTube channel. So if you guys would like to know more about it on how we found out and why he became like who he is right now as a special child, it's all there. But basically, it's a brain damage siya. So for that, what are the steps after? So I just followed it, and then I don't know, I just have this certain energy every time that something goes wrong. I cry. I break down, I
Right.
cry, but nandun yung acceptance. Pero yung inis, here we go again. But
Frustrated.
Just the
May
frustration,
frustration is there.
it's
Oo.
there, mental breakdown. And then, after that, I cry it all out. Okay, game, back to the path
Eto na,
Eto
oo.
na ulit.
the first time you found out, no, when the doctor told you, anong initial reaction? Umiyak ka talaga?
I did. Not in front of the doctor.
Oo, syempre when,
When
you
I
were
rode the
alone,
car
oo.
na, and then my mom fetched us, dun na ako umiyak kay mom. I was silent, but at first I was saying, Mom, because it was more of the doctor said it and said that he has cerebral palsy. This is his first neuro.
Right.
So backstory, the doctor said he has cerebral palsy. Baka hanggang 2 years old lang siya. So actually, that's what hit me eh. It was not the cerebral palsy, it was the
The time
lifetime
eh. Oo.
Okay, so may hangganan
Correct.
na pala siya. So that started everything. Until 2 years old lang siya. But now he's 4.
Right.
So I didn't accept that. That part I did not accept. So I went to another neuro. And that neuro is the same energy as me. No, that's not true.
Oo, there's
he
a
has
way.
he has
Oo.
cerebral palsy. Let's do this.
Oo.
So, yeah. But that's it siguro. That one lang that triggered me lang yung iyak ko nun.
Now that you're stronger, because I can really sense na in terms of Alonso, no, every single time that his name would get brought up or that would
Yeah.
get mentioned, ang tibay mo na eh.
Yeah.
But it's, ang sarap panoorin na ganyan yung situation, pero yung laban mo, mas grabe. Grabe yung sitwasyon, pero yung laban mo mas grabe. Was there ever a time that you have questioned certain people, yourself, or probably even God at times na, why this? And why me?
I don't wanna cry, I promise. No, but maybe last Feb, when he got, I don't wanna cry, but when he got operated here,
Yeah.
his trach and his, yung peg niya kasi was 2022, so medyo ibang state of mind ko yun eh. Talaga I would really break down, awang-awa ko sa kanya. But this time kasi it was different in ICU.
Right.
There were that scary times that the doctor will just rush in na hindi makahinga. There was just those scary moments that
I can't imagine. Kasi I have a daughter also. I can imagine na parang every single time na pupunta, yung takot mo as a mom, ang lakas. Ang lakas mo.
Yeah, so,
hindi kasi grabe.
Yeah.
Ano nga lang eh, lagnatin lang yung anak mo eh. Yung ka ba as a parent, grabe na eh. To witness that over and over again, tapos ganyan kakatibay.
Actually, that's the first time I broke down. And I was thankful that my dad was there. Kasi when I saw the blood and everything sa ICU, talagang I just...
Hindi kaya.
As in, siguro not naman totally. Feel ko naman na... I said I didn't remember it, but like I left because I couldn't take what was happening. So I was grateful that my dad was there. Siya yung nagpakalma kay Zoe when they woke him up. But siguro this is the time that I really did question him, the Lord, na if this is too much. Totoo yun eh sa movies na you would actually say, if it's too much, kunin nyo na lang. Kasi I saw the pain of Alonzo, I saw everything. I didn't blame anyone. I learned eh. Kasi before when we started, I really was not blaming, pero ba't ganito? You question it why.
Saka hindi mo mapipigilan kasi
Yes.
hanap ka ng kakapitan mo na parang bakit. And to see your child, talagang may ka-questionin at ka-questionin ka talaga.
And when I became closer to the Lord, like the past years, it just dawned on to me that He gave Alonzo for a purpose eh. So, whatever it is, not naman na accept na ayoko, but just, I have a purpose in this world, which is to take care of him. And that time, that was the first time talaga, I really, really did question him na, this is too much na, tama na. Like, if you're just gonna hurt him like this, and I feel his pain, kunin mo na. Kasi, if it's tuloy-tuloy lang kami ganito, ICU, and then out, ICU, and then operate here left and right, surgery. Ako, at that time, I didn't care about the gastos anymore eh. If it will hit $1 million, fine. But for me is, if it's just too much na for him, go na. And then the next day, he was sitting down. The next day, he was playing. Kahit may puro tube siya, I gave him his favorite toy. Gumagano na, sumasayaw na siya. And for me, okay, Lord, thank you. So, you gave him another life. And when that happened, birthday came, 4 years old na siya. So, it was, for me, like, okay, ayaw pa ni Lord, sige, dito ka pa sa akin. So, yun.
Alam mo, na-realize ko, Miss Jana, no, na as much as you were a gift to him, he was also a gift to you. Kasi you wouldn't be the person that you are today. Parang, you guys are really brought together for a reason to take care of each other. Kasi as much as sabihin natin na your son needs you, you need him also.
Yeah, that's true, actually. He changed my life. Eh.
Yeah.
I was that girl before that
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was that girl before. And when he placed me back to place, he brought me back to my family. He brought me
direction sa life. Ng mas magandang disposition. And if it weren't for, and I can also relate kasi ganun din ako eh. Like, obviously we all had a past. Pero darating yung point na nandiyan yung anak mo.
Siya yung rason na...
kung bakit ka dumidiretso, na parang ito yung lugar ko.
Even though the distraction still comes in.
That's so true.
They put you back to place. Like, there are times that, those bad times comes back to you despite what happened. Pero when you think about your child,
balik ka eh. Di ba? At saka, there's no amount of, kung ano man yung derail na yan, madiderail ka man, pero there's no amount of that won't let you go back to the right path, which is, nanay ako at the end of the day. And I will do whichever way I can para gampanan ko yung pagiging ina ko.
That's true.
Being a mom of a child with special needs, no? Ano yung masasabi mo na pinagbago mo ever since you started this journey with Alonzo?
Maybe one is being more family-oriented because I chose to be independent in Baguio. I chose to have that free life, that freedom, that away from the parents, away from family. He was the one who placed me back na, here's your family, this is the good path, dito ka dapat. And also closer to God. And loving myself more. Like appreciating my insecurities, that I could actually be this person, na I could actually start a business talaga, run it. Before, I've been really wanting to do something like this, mga vlogs ko.
Right.
But I never had the courage to because I feel na baka tatawanan na ako ng tao. And Zoe gave me that reason to actually start a vlog na to inspire other people. And since before, in the back of my head, onti-onti, if I have extra, I used to help talaga.
Right.
And now, I'm there in that path also, helping other...
You're walking it already.
Helping other moms with cerebral palsy kids. So, yeah, that's what he changed me. As in, he placed me back. Like, he brought... actually, Alonzo brought out the best in me. So, yeah.
Ngayon, you've mentioned sobrang dami ng nating ginagawa, no? How do you find time for yourself? I mean, if you can picture me a day of... however short it may sound, pero how do we take care of ourselves? Like, paano ang, we wouldn't really consider it as day off, pero downtime na yan, more of a downtime. Downtime
This one, this like people inviting me for collabs, for shoots, because as a mom, with special needs, you have that routine. You wake up, you have to tube feed Alonso rather, and then you have to do suction. There's that routine. If you're at home, ito yung gagawin mo. So all your mindset is just lang with Zoe. But with me, if I'm out, I'm thinking about him, but I know he's well taken care of by my family, by Yaya. But I don't think na, oh shucks, 4 hours na kailangan ko na pakainin. Right. Oh shucks, after, 2 hours na pala, kailangan na pala siya nebulize. There's not that hustle to actually think of it. And before, I don't give time to myself. Because I rather sleep. Okay. As long as I feel that 30 minutes or 1 hour,
tulog na yan. Tulog. Nakaw, tulog.
Yeah, but now, I appreciated skincare routines.
Oh, that's nice.
I appreciated na, at least 5 hours of sleep. Because before, kahit 3 hours, okay na ako. 3 hours of sleep for me is heaven. Because I have to feed Alonzo every 4 hours. Before, I had no yaya. So, yun lahat. And then, started to accept the fact that I cannot bring Zoe out. I don't know that sounds wrong, but for me, it's good. Because before, I couldn't leave the house without him.
Right.
Because nandun yung panic mode ko.
Correct. Like what's happening,
happens,
if I leave him behind.
So, that's a good thing for me that I don't have to bring him wherever. Right. And that's my me time in the car. Ganun.
He gets to go out now, right?
Yes, as long as I bring all...
kid.
Yeah, as long as I bring all the stuff.
Yeah. Which is medyo madami din talaga.
Yeah. Sobrang dami. Stroller, suction machine, nebulizer, like everything. Yeah. In those little sacrifices that I need to make.
True. And it's not going to happen every day anyways. Ano ba naman yung mailabas natin si Alonzo ng kahit na once a month lang eh. I mean, just so, he can appreciate naman yung outside.
Which I did. The other time, I brought him in this, like, yung play
park,
gym.
Parang ganyan.
Play gym sa mall.
Happiest
boy.
That's nice.
So, ako rin nag-enjoy slide.
Yeah. Now, my next question is, I know for a fact that you are becoming more and more known with more than 1 million followers in some of your social media platforms, no? And, kumbaga our identity revolves around Alonzo being his mom and being a caretaker of a child with special needs. And we are also very aware that it's cerebral palsy. What are the most parang common misconception ng mga tao sa mga children with cerebral palsy?
They're weird. That they... Honestly, I don't want to say those words here, but I've received a lot of bashing. Worst for me, I don't know if I can say, but abnoy. Sayang, gwapo ka pa naman. Yeah, or me, like, ang ganda mo, tas anak mo, ganyan. They have a misconception that these kids are retarded.
Right.
So, a mom with cerebral palsy, whoever is watching, would actually understand that when you have these kids with you, you'd actually feel them. I don't know what magic, but every time I invite people to join my events with cerebral palsy, like latest one is like my brother-in-law, he was the photographer. After the event, he actually said, ang sarap pala ng feeling to see these kids smile, to see these kids, like enjoy despite them not moving, but their facial expression shows it.
Mo talaga.
Yeah, and for me, they should be accepted. And that's my main reason why I do these contents.
Right.
To be aware. Actually, quick story, I had a recent collab and 2 or 3 models didn't actually know what was cerebral palsy. They didn't even know what was autism. So I had to explain it while we were doing our makeups. So may diferensya. It's not being a negative.
Very shallow kasi yung
yung thinking nila. And for me, it's like, when I heard them say that, wow, it's giving me more energy to
create awareness.
To create awareness, to make more contents about cerebral palsy.
To reach more people and let them know na this is what cerebral palsy is
someone
about.
exists in this world.
True.
So, yan.
Kasi maganda rin, no? Dahil when you, katulad niyan, yung story mo, you get to talk to people and, I mean, not that they're ignorant. It's just that hindi lang talaga siguro, yung knowledge is very limited. So it's good that you are opening doors, opportunities also. Not just for your kid, kasi this is your advocacy already. Yes. And you are opening opportunities for the other moms.
Yes, and to actually tell them that they're not alone. And not
that's
only to moms, but mostly also to hospitals and to the government that doesn't mean that they're PWD, it's just PWD. No. Under PWD, there's Down syndrome, there is autism, there's cerebral palsy, there's deaf, there's mute. You know, there's so much in that spectrum that people have to actually identify because each and every disability actually has their special need.
Correct.
And that's what also I want to present or to share in my vlogs, that it doesn't mean they're PWD, eto lang.
Correct.
It should be like, okay, ito yung cerebral palsy, ito yung kailangan nila. Ito autism, ito yung kailangan nila.
Unique needs for unique disabilities
because
also.
Like with Alonzo, with his tube feeding, I have to buy everything in Amazon.
Right.
Because it's not available here in the Philippines. So what more people who have, who doesn't have the need, or who doesn't have the money or connections to actually buy it. So, paano na yun, di ba? So, what will happen to the kid? Di ba? Those little things, that's why I share.
Now, my question is, because I heard myself, I use the term disability. Is it like, is it a bad term to use? Or, kasi, like, pag ako nakakipag-usap, I would like to be very aware na special needs.
Well, disability is okay, but not yung retarded, or weird, or sakit. It's always diagnosed, or what's his case? Ano case niya?
What's his case?
Because sakit is, I don't know, this is what I learned with the moms that and the interviews and all, that they actually say, pag sakit kasi, naku-cure. There's a medicine to it. It's a human being na if you're sick, there's actually
a cure for that,
or there's a medicine for it that would actually make you feel better or cure you.
Correct.
But this disabilities, wala. As in, there's no cure to this. I'll just make them feel as normal as they can be through therapy, through right communication, to love and guidance. That's it. Yeah.
4 years, no? 4 years na ganito. How was your life before Alonzo?
No, crazy. Living young, wild and free, traveling, going anywhere, working, career pathwise. I was working in a hotel and then promoted, manager. So living how a single person should live, and very independently, of course.
And the transition from that.
Oh, wow. Completely turned around. Because like, I remember before, I couldn't pass a week without going to the bar or without drinking. Now it's when I see drinks, wait, no, I'm done with that. I don't know how to explain it to some people, but there's that feeling that yung sawa ka na. I passed through that. Been there, done that. I'm okay na. A couple of drinks is fine, but to hear those loud music, to hear that, sige, once a year or special occasions, that's fine. So but for you to invite me out, no, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah.
How do you advocate for Alonzo's needs and rights at this point in your life?
Well, one is I had the idea of it when people were actually messaging me, how do I do it?
Right.
And then it will just keep on going and going and going. And Mommy J, I'm a single mom. How do you do it? Or Mommy J, I have a child with cerebral palsy. Paano niyo ginagawa? Kasi ayoko na. Di ko alam kung paano. And then I said, wait. Okay, I have my own problems, but I know not being, arrogant or anything or mayabang, but I was able to pull it off. Why don't I share what I did to make myself stronger to these people who are actually down because they think that they're alone.
That's so true, because you were once there also.
So that's what I do. And now with what I have right now, being an entrepreneur, in my being a content creator, an influencer, I'm now starting to have these small events that I invite. Well, the last event that I had, we invited 100 kids.
Wow.
So, good thing the mall where we rented gave the place for free. So, a lot of sponsors really contributed, and seeing the faces of these kids, and especially the parents. Alam mo, when they won 500 pesos, kala mo they won 1,000,000 pesos. Like, pang-uwi na namin to. Like, what? Like, seriously, like, for us, 500 nowadays, it's just a meal in restaurants. And for them, 500 pesos is a big thing. And it just gives me the more energy to help other people and create more events like that.
4 years old, no? 4 years old.
And the doctor said 2.
I
And
know.
now he's 4.
Dadagdagan ko ng 5 years. 5 years from now, what are your hopes, dreams? Pag samasamahin na natin in one answer. Hopes, dreams, prayers for Alonzo.
Honestly, since the time that he started that, when he was confined in the ICU, from that day on, I don't think of futures anymore now.
You're living in the now.
Now, because if I always think about the future, ako rin masasaktan if I have that expectation. So, I always tell the people, before I was very futuristic. I was very no, next year, dapat ganito na siya. Next year, we will do this. Next year, we'll do that. Next year, dapat may house na kami. But for me now, it's now. Go with the flow. Solve everything day by day. Because the anxiety will be there if it doesn't happen.
Totoo. Take it one day at a time, no? Oo.
Yes.
That's actually a very good mindset. Parang gusto kong hiramin yun. And your message to all the other moms out there siguro na are experiencing the exact same situation as you are, ano naman ang message natin sa kanila?
To all moms out there, I just gotta say, quick advice lang, is to never give up. Always trust your mother's instinct, because at the end of the day, ikaw lang may alam kung what to do next for your child. And love them unconditionally, because ikaw lang mayroon sila. Yeah. That's it.
Last message, syempre kay Alonzo naman.
Oh, I don't like this question all the time. No, for Zoo is just stay strong. Mommy will always be here for you, Zo, no matter what. Everybody loves you. Basta don't give up. Kasi kami, we won't. Yun.
Sorry. I don't mean to make you cry, pero thank you so much, Miss Jana. That's actually all for our questions for today. Pero it was such a privilege and an honor to be in just the midst. I can already feel how powerful and how strong you are. And being a mom also, no, of one. Although, and I also raised her all alone.
Oh, wow. Congrats to you.
Congrats din also. Kumbaga, I draw strength from mothers like you. And so thank you so much for giving the opportunity to create awareness to more mommies out there, regardless what kind of children they have. It doesn't matter kung special need or kung ilan pa yan, 1, 3, 12 anak. Kasi it's very inspiring to get to talk to a mom such as you.
Yes.
The positivity is oozing. And the love of the Lord is oozing also. Kaya, binigay din siguro talaga ni Lord yung presence mo so that it can shed light.
And help other people.
Yes. Gustong-gusto ko yung sinabi mo kanina na just to let them feel and to let them know that they are not alone. Kasi
that's what I felt before.
Exactly.
That I didn't know that akala ko lang na may ganun. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. And especially that I became a single mom na
Right.
parang, oh my God, iniwan na ako ng lahat. And the light brought me to my family. Alonzo brought me back to my family. And that's when, okay, there are other moms. There are other kids. And I'm not alone.
And I'm not alone.
Yes.
I think that's the most important thing, no, is inclusivity. When you feel kasi that you're not alone, kakalakas talaga ng loob.
Yes.
Regardless of whatever situation it may be. Basta't alam mo may kasama ka.
That's true.
Kaya naman si Zion, here you are loved.
Yes, thank you for
Thank
the
you so
invite.
much. Ayan.
I
And
enjoyed
that's it for our interview. Maraming salamat po. Alright, once again, thank you so much, Miss Jana. We actually have something for you. We heard that these are your
Wow.
favorite flowers.
Thank you
Bakit
so
nga ba? Ba't
much.
nga ba sunflower ang favorite flower mo?
Oh, because it brings in positivity and happiness. The color and how bright it is. It's just positivity.
Totoo naman. Suits you.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat once again. Once again, my name is Z, and together with me today is...
Jana.
And here at Zion, you are loved.